Hi, Sam.
Oh, morning, Isaac.
You're looking a bit worried this morning.
You look worried too if you've got what I've got.
What have you got, COVID?
No, I've got something that's even worse than that.
What's worse than COVID?
I think I've got climate doom.
Climate doom?
No, not climate doom. It's far worse than that. I've got climate doom.
I've not heard of that before. What's climate doom?
Climate doom. Look, can we please stop the sound effects now? I think we've made the point. Thank you. Now, where was I?
I asked you what climate doom was.
Climate doom is when you are very worried about the future of the planet and think that there's no hope.
Well, that sounds a bit depressing.
Oh, it is. I feel like there's nothing that I can do and that we are all doomed.
You think there's nothing you can do?
Yes, I know that there are little things I can do, but the big things that need doing all need governments to do them, and they are not acting fast enough, so I think we're all doomed.
I can see why you're concerned about that, but worrying about it isn't going to help.
I sort of know that worrying won't help, but I can't stop worrying.
I used to be really worried about the planet too, but I've learned something that helps if I start to get worries.
What's that?
I've learned to give my worries to God and ask for his peace.
You mean like stop caring and pretend it's someone else's problem?
No, not at all. I really care about our planet, but I am concerned that humanity is not looking after it properly. But when I feel I am getting overly worried about it, then I do three things.
3 things, what are they?
First, I remind myself that Jesus promised to give us his peace, and then we should come to him if we feel like we are carrying a heavy burden. Then I find a quiet place and I pause to pray. I breathe out all my worries and anxieties and give them to God and breathe in his peace.
Okay, can we try that now?
I think Barry's going to do that in his sermon later.
Not again. I think he does this deliberately, so that we have to listen.
Probably.
Okay, so the first thing is to pause, pray, give our worries to God, and breathe in his peace.
Yes, that's right.
What's next?
Second, I look at the things that I can do to help the planet and decide what new habit or practice I'm going to adopt.
What sort of things?
Well, for example, I'm working on switching off lights when I leave a room.
Really? Are you? I haven't noticed.
I said I was working on it. I've not got there yet.
Okay, even if you were doing it, it is so small an impact. What difference can it make?
Doing what I'm able to do makes a difference in 2 ways. 1, I feel better because I'm trying to be a part of the solution. I'm doing something about it. 2, each little thing I do all adds up, as more and more people there are that to do little things, then together we make a big difference.
Okay, I can see that. Like when a team works together, they can do more than they each can on their own.
That's right.
Okay, what's the third thing?
I remind myself that I'm part of the ultimate solution to the root cause of the world's problems.
The ultimate solution?
Yes, the real problems that we face aren't things like climate change, pollution and COVID.
They aren't. They seem very real to me.
No, they aren't. The real problems are those things that cause climate change, pollution and COVID.
They aren't. They seem very real to me. No, so what are the root causes of things like climate change?
The root causes of all of them are the same. They're ignorance, selfishness, greed and apathy.
Ignorance, selfishness, greed and apathy.
Yes, that's right.
So how are you part of the solution to that?
The only way to solve these is to change people's hearts, and that is what Jesus came to do, and that what he still calls his church to do.
So how are you getting on with changing your own heart?
Look, none of us have got it all right, and the point is recognizing that we're far from perfect, but Jesus loves us and accepts us just as we are, and then encourages us to be better. When we know we are loved, then that helps change our heart, and that's an ongoing process.
I get it. The mission God has given the church is to help change people's hearts, and that is the best way that we can bring lasting change in the world.
Exactly. Even though we are all still messed up, God will work with us to help other people too.
So the 3 things are: 1, pause, pray, give God my worries and ask for his peace. 2, work on a new habit to do something that will make a difference. 3, remind myself that God is at work in the world to solve the real problem. If we let him, he will work in us to change our hearts and will work through us to help change the hearts of other people.
That's right. There are lots of tips of things we can do that Katie has put together for us on a sheet that will be given out each week in October.
I'm feeling better already.
Glad to hear it.